Last but not least, we're just going to talk about privacy, because privacy has been a huge part of Apple's, I guess, next move. And this is why they had this huge feud over with like Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook, because Facebook uses a lot of that data information to be able to track people in terms of what their interests are and stuff like that, to be able to send you ads. Now, Apple has made it so you can have control over that to see if you want app tracking on certain apps. So you can turn that off so they don't collect any data from you. And now they're taking it even further with, iCloud Plus and stuff like that, where they're hiding IP addresses. And that is through your Safari as well. Safari has that feature that's going to be coming out for that. And so this all kind of makes me think that, one, it's kind of an in your face to Facebook to do this type of move and to go ahead and just not care about what Facebook thinks, because that's a big business, and Facebook can easily just turn around and be like, oh, we're just going to start charging people who have Apple to use Facebook and WhatsApp and Instagram. And that's like a rumor that's going around. May happen, may not happen. I think they're just going to lose a lot of people if they did that. But anyways, just going back to the privacy part, is a lot of people are concerned about it. And I think this is like one way to win over the crowd by implementing strict privacy policies in this system. Like anything that you do, all your data encryption, from sending your medical reports to your doctor or your family, sharing photos and videos and messages, all that is end-to-end encrypted as they state. We don't know how encrypted, but they said it's encrypted. So we'll see, if they get hacked, we'll see, if our information gets out there. But I just think that it's really good that they're taking into consideration of people's privacy really seriously. And and just to have full control of what apps you want your information to have on your phone and all your other devices. So, what do you think of the privacy and how much they're pushing it? Like, do you have any personal opinions on that part?
I think it's amazing that Apple's taking it seriously. And you pretty much, Apple's not selling your info out, pretty much. So It makes it feel like Apple cares about you. And the other big thing that I really like with Apple is the fact that you can hide your email address when signing up to random things. So it'll create this unique one-time email address that whatever you sign up for uses to contact you, but they don't have your real email address, so they can't just spam you. And then Apple will forward you the email they sent you. I think that's great. And I've been using that with sign in with Apple, and it's like, sign in with Apple, and it kind of hides your email address. But I'm not too sure how different this is with the iCloud Plus, because that is a paid extra.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm already subscribed to that, so it's kind of like an upgrade that you will get without any additional cost. And I think that's pretty good that they didn't, they didn't make you fork out extra cash to have that feature.
Oh no, it is extra, I think.
No, they said that it is actually they're going to keep the same price. If you already are subscribed, you are going to get upgraded to that without any extra cost.
Okay, maybe I misunderstood that. I'll have to double check that.
Yeah, that's what I heard from that, unless I misinterpreted it. But yeah. But otherwise, I think that this whole privacy thing is great. What do you think of the IP address hiding? I mean, it's good, but like, is it still going to show that you're from, like, how like VPNs, you can change where you are in the world pretty much, right? So you can use that to watch different Netflix shows and stuff like that, get different access to different websites. I don't think this is going to do that per se. It just hides it and encrypts it in the same location per se, the same country.
And from my understanding, it's not a VPN, so you can't just pretend to be from a different location. From what I understand, is it's it like sends your information out somewhere, and then it does it again. So it's like a double relay. And then I don't fully understand how it works, but it's not quite a VPN. I think some people are saying it's more like a Tor network, or like not quite Tor, but like a Tor Lite.
I see.
Where you're just your signal is bouncing off other computers. But I don't know how that's gonna work with like Netflix and stuff like that.
Right. What do you think of this?
But even then, that's only for Safari.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's only for Safari. What do you think of this thought of, like, does this make it easier for people to do criminal-ish activities?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, there will always be, anytime, privacy stuff is, at the forefront, there will be a small subset of individuals that will use it for non-legitimate purposes. But I think that's a very small subset of people, though.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, if the government asks for their information, would Apple give it up?
They won't. A couple of years ago, there was the terrorist where the FBI asked Apple to unlock the iPhone, and Apple refused to. So unless they're going to revert their stance on privacy, they're not going to.
Yeah. I don't know. That's interesting. Obviously, with every great technology that comes out, there's always a negative and a positive use for it. And I don't know. That's just one thing I was curious. I was like, I wonder how many criminals are going to start taking advantage of this. But yeah. All right. Well, that's pretty much it for whatever I have to say about the privacy part. You have any other last thoughts?
No, I think it's just really awesome that, Apple cares. And they're taking your information seriously, and they're not just selling it out to the highest bidder out there.
That's true. That's true.